Hi, teenagers. Welcome back again. We are doing these episodes. If you have a question, send the question to askgeorgeuncle@gmail.com, right? You would have noticed I'm not having that big pot where I'm picking up some of those questions. Why? Because a lot of those questions are coming on social media. So I'm going to read it right from there. I'm going to be a little careful as I read some of these questions because I don't want people to know that I'm kind of reading their question. I don't want their friends to know. So I'm kind of wanting to be a little careful about it. At the same time, want to answer it because this can be a blessing for somebody, right? I had a very interesting question that come a few weeks ago. I had a very difficult past. I don't think I would be able to say to someone that I had a perfectly fine childhood like any other kid. I was sexually abused when I was about 7-8 years old. I had to think about this a lot. I'm scared about this. I have not shared this to anyone. I even realized about this abuse only when I was in college. I don't know how to deal with it. Could you help me? The first thing I just want to say is thank you for sharing it. Especially in an Indian context, we go through so many situations where things happen like this and we find it very difficult to share with someone. I'll give you 4 very critical principles. For anyone, you say, I've been sexually abused, I've never shared it with anyone, I'm struggling, I'm having some of those triggers. 4 very important principles. The first one, this is not your fault. With somebody abusing you or somebody touching you in the wrong ways or doing things to you when you are very young, it is not your fault. Many a times I've seen young people, I've seen teenagers hold this upon themselves and blame themselves, and they feel so dirty, they feel so upset within themselves. No, this is not your fault. It's not your fault. That person had done it. I know you can reason it and say, no, I should have been careful. Maybe I should have not gone there. Maybe, I was enjoying the attention that was given. I mean, you can give all kinds of reasons, but that person crossed that boundary to hurt you. It is not your fault. It's that person's fault. 1. 2, find someone very, very close inside your family. The best person could be your mom or your dad with whom you can open up and share this. I know many teenagers say, oh my goodness, if I open up and share, I don't know what my parents will think. Oh, they're going to flip out. No, this happened a long time back, and as you have written, you're right now in college, and so share about it. I'm having some of these triggers. I'm feeling a little dirty. I'm kind of feeling a little scared about some of those situations. So they become a little sensitive, You don't have to necessarily say who it is, especially in the dynamics of that relative or that person and, things like that. But just say this much, Mama, when I'm uncomfortable with anybody, with a person or with anyone, just understand that. That's all, because of the situation. It's good for you to open up and share. Good for you to open up and share. Sometimes some young people open up and share with some of their friends, and then they wonder if that friend is going to share that with somebody else, and they sit and worry about it. Now, don't get into that place. Find someone with whom you can share, preferably your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, with somebody whom you are very, very close and you are with them. That's the second principle. We're going to talk about 2 very important foundations, 2 very important paradigms in the next episode. Love you so much, and thank you for asking your questions.